upon us. See, when you do this, the day you are no longer the constituency leader, nobody cares about you. Now we should all critically examine the cause we live for and the price we are willing to pay to achieve it. Now, why are you in politics? Why are you a pastor? Why are you a teacher? Why are you a lawyer? Why are you a chief? What is your motivation? Is it money? Is it power? Is it fame? I'll take my last test and then I'll call it a day. Esther chapter 10. I'll read verse 3.
Edikan fonu kura ko manu atum omo ye din mitie ho wutie ho yanyina tie ho omminim wosu adota wonsu akokra kwabna wusu ageman the government on final point social political show kwabna tuja biem yanko no delete me kakra na o delete me kakra wa dem ye na the same brand that for next time. Final point social political show.
Amanyinae. Oh, Okurona. Amramazana. Amanyina. Omramazanya minebano. Okurona. Omramazana. In fact, nyami muado. Oh, nyami muade ye. So one for one to nyami so. Now do so do who better to normal binom so. Yama normal be a jare. Can. I thought them be a dear Mobaka say, you know. Ojo ho out to so one kasa unye nipa. Fa hu to awrade Nyankopon so. No wo hu mobro odo boni be cha odi bibia be cha wo hu mobo ama bia so so. They have trust in him ono pe. Na you any free nipa so. But 31 minutes after 7 live on top 103.1. Yeda wasioda. Yeda wasioda. Yeda wasioda. Yeda wasioda. Yeda wasioda. Yeda wasioda. Adiawa yeda wasioda. Oh. Da 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 ina oyami yo da 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 ina obadie yo henia Nyankopon wa yo hene fitititititititi yana na Abraham penso ebesi eneme no penso ogusi yo hene onfa ho nto no ho so a ade na be yo. Well, anumre juma dey friend the final point. As usual, you transfer Monday to Thursday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. They do my Ghana home komo and make sure so my Ghana be kon anymore. Ya mo bibia kwa ba mo bibia jo e de ba juma dey so ya minti na mo nchro Greater Accra region na ya men enti na mo nchro mo papa part of Central Region, Eastern Region, and Volta Region. Yankopon kama hu se anumre mu ina mu tie yen. Abusuanu mu tre encha mo beti yen kan okuma se eni biye. Ni na ye adwuma pa. Ene empaiba mo de ataye chi. Ene ni monya we na eba. Enti anumre yi medawase. So wakan ye ho. Ye fra me kwabena hosu Ajman the governor. Atena se Komoni do so awa Said Mohammed I am chief executive producer and Philip Kwame Akono ye deputy Killer Sex at the yak of Facebook and Komo Gusu Ekoso Ghana has say manifesto after manifesto no Komo Ben Ekoso after meet the press and Komo Ben Ekoso Obi Ekasa hey Ghana for company for any abrepa and me wo ha na me hu se manya message bi who number na say we a former president number in yana verify and no yeah some more anyways message say kwa bonti na ne say enche Greater Accra obeto ha say enti Accra for munye crowd Greater Accra. I will be in your various constituencies to celebrate, to elaborate, yes, on my visions and policies. Let us all vote for change. Ghana, you hear change? Well, indeed, you hear change, and I say you hear change. You better home come. John Mahama accuses Dr. Baumia. Say Bon mo share da pa hwe mo hwe ka ya bo ya de ye nkrofo ina ba be gu wi ni ba na ye de ye manifesto etudwa ama Ghana fo hu no ma ye pese ye nye esan se mo wo sika chen ye nti esan se mo na mo power nti e na mo so mo share da ye de ne ye 24 fo na mo ye mo de ne 25 e na mo organize media your friends and media so maybe some sem mu wie na jade mo be ya fa akire mo ye na sika ye den de mo be mo ye na ja enti mo anya de mo ye na mo anya de na Nyankopon na apa mo hontuma Nyankopon ena apa mo hontuma na okay we de ma menye we semra menye we semra sia
Edikanfo no kura komanu atum omo ye din mitie ho wutie ho yenyina tie ho omminintiminim owosu adotto a wonsu akrokra kwabna wusu ageman the governor on Final Point social political show kwabna toja pm yanko.
All right, 37 minutes after 7, live on top 103.1. Final Point is, once again, my name is Kwabena Osu Ajiman, the governor. So, and Command Dawson, after meet the press, and send be and former President John Dramani Mahama Kasa say, yes, so Moshe da yebo apaye say dia, so we there go against you. We should question say bisa Vice President na how na OC answer be ho or say do baby a Vice President Kasa na no den na for answer questions there. Oh yeah, I'm part there. Oh yeah, but this time yeah more central for about so questions na a yara na a ye na a ye. Na eye but yem fan say you say your man central fuska before answer muram if that is true the yet if that is true and almost confidence to ask that questions. I mean this time in central for ayade and I'm for kika and I will see 20,000 that one I can say it and yet 20,000 or more mobile 20,000 that one I can say that one ABC say but you call me the press and this is me the pressy former President John Dramani Mahama. Na me feel say enkabia organization be free communication office honum but anko free ho if free John Dramani Mahama office ho that's Bawanum Joyce Bawanum no more organize so when after that bisa say 5,000 or mutua they call microphone kakra bi and no more be 5,000 that's in central phone and you be an bi it's you in opposition you were able to pay 5,000. Government in power, 10,000. What's big deal? We're in a big deal when you and I or more say I call NDC they know be an yes KBU. And no more call MPP they know be an yes KBU. And then I had when you be it's like Musuobina. So are you saying no they shouldn't give them anything my few be no. Essential for Moana President Eba first, President Akufo-Addo ba first. Or Fremono. So be a mukwa mudidi mu okay. Nene yi obi akwanya nkrambo boys so mufi binom mpanifo do but I mean ahia. But in central news so if NDC MPP about past 7 good years, 7.5 years. When you bibia na say brought 10,000 and you think say oh more the 10,000 not to adwin entino Adechin all the front pages, banner headlines, MPP there no kwa, this manifesto, nobody obian who can once. Maybe apart from graphic and times, yes, or mona now we say or more can one, but more 10,000, obi a better now so 7 good years. Well, who so ye nipa on fiwo for freya monyat na mo ka say ye cheap is ya no kro mo ya madwuma no emu ya cheap kakra and I say mu hu moni aso nti omudi atemu a ye be fa ne sa but mo anya bi no so amudi atemu ntomobo na ma John ma NDC den munya bi obi ani mu atem ya mo me na ye no do ye ho munya 5000 mo di show mo ho boko obi ani odi obi atemu enti we wan konya bi na obi so akonya bi where from this amuma ya ye twabo ye ho sa does it really make sense? But at the end of the day mama yen hwe de eno na me ne prof te doctor te ha ye di nkomo de na me ka che doctor ne say ye na ye po man you John Dramani Mahama will adwempa opperson for move my way and the vice president to adwempa opperson for move my way but obia de kwan obia person for enkobu man and ye different so when we are talking we should talk about that one na ye njai atemdie no and central for so be so John Dramani Mahama muna odina time especially on social media. Hey, former president ne papa nom ne ma na busu sha ase bo bra na sabi wo ni bi wo busu amu so nti for free ye wo person ka wo ne sa papa ne nye pa na no president Akufo-Addo same ye nya sampani fo we ye wo busu amu aka ye pe amamu nti o ene young guy afa na wusi so wo pe benz bia adamu a wunyai obi a kira de so many years bisa se ka na wo pese wo nhye da nya adwuma bia be 25 years 30 years no pese wo sanka no bisa se sani pa ne saka bia na sani pa ne saka bi emnante ayi wo krom ha se ene YouTube adaroma munya kakra eti no o feel say wadu wonu yo omunfie no omadu kra no ye hwese nyankopon beti mama yesamfie ni bi. Go to universities, look at some of the lecturers and shomotibia mu na hwe professors na young guys say flashy cars but we don't blame politicians, young politicians na mo aba no ye hwe the rate a mo make o man mu disika na ye hwe ye mpanifo mo no mo kire yade wo school mu campus a ye de aba betena ha say. Now at times we could show be crying now you feel bad for the person because you're a politician, that person is not a politician. Watch what they am and never be panel until you feel say one. But why MPP you more catch a Ghana for say your mama break 8 why I didn't hear. You think say moi ye bisa moi ye bia ama meboa e na mo kan asem bi me ka che mo say and I dig it we are there already sansem na ya na me mpese I'm surprised MPP and this for jam na mudigu mu na ye de una de dig it by costo mu na ko eseti kopo benya bi ato na go to store na ko eseti kopo ubenya bi ato na and na yam phones you kra ba kra no o mo ye na digital. It you do that era. You have no choice to be there. I'm a producer. Why Mohammed na president na nka ne we wo digital. Enyo obia na akofo bibia ba na enye wait. Baby we see adru no. Eno busu ani de ade free your friend is saying outside the brewa. Unkonya sa tete de bibia electronics bibia ya digital until you do that era no. Eti munja na me na me di we dian ya do that me say go to schools go your friends go to shop now kwa so petiko pato so obenya bi atwa TV abayi na ye satellite and your friend is saying a digital TV enti say ya new digital hefa so this campaign na mo ya there means to be honest me ntiase ye do that era so put stop to that. Ye economy ase me de digital ba ene adechira ye wo ye tifia na lectures yi kire ya de online we mu ye bio na black and white ni bi wo ye duru ho.
Yes, the via you do no. in his anyway, so I know the game saying now they were coming and my say and the police which maybe I would be our council.
Me, say, and I yes, so Mr. Digital, maybe
mobile phone,
a bini WhatsApp, a bini what, and first now call you could be Ubebanam Pampro, Cassiana, ye be light, and now got to be because you're Trump.
If you only about no can get away, and if you only about attach, the city before you buy, if you only buy, and the Aban as is here, look at the phone I use.
Yet, yes, have a TV. I simple pro 10 say. Yet one a constitution cover, then the more, then or more multi TV boxy, a buy. So if you that error number, we say a 2 auto box on addition, they are board down. Ye free one I acquire, ye free one I acquire, ye free one I acquire.
Yeah, who is service at TV now, and be a woman that. So I say, it's you be the a year Mutura can say no be the Babes and Nokia. I brought for your one no media and ye use.
And I know ye use your do. It is I'm with the guitar assembly there. Me, I don't buy into that too. You should put stop to that now. You can't. Moment kind of crunch them na mo njai there. Mo ye we say na me dey cry there. Mama mo troka, mama basa mama we BBC.
Obi yes argument now. We find it difficult to understand. Say we be here. I dey can say we can say me see me bo say me na me buy ya me here. Are you telling me say Nkande former president Mama of power? Nkamuba money.
But let me tell you, former President John Dramani Mahama. On those who enjoy so could not platform so and ye nim say I'm a morning kuye and you want to right. And also, your man can me on your day. These politicians, these politicians. That's MPP and this in it. They are bad, eh? They are bad, eh? When President Kufuor took over from Jerry Rawlings, Obakache's economy and they call Hippick, and they buy no more MPP the doom pen so papa be meboa. John Mills take over from so Omari don't penina, Omari Namina Kadum Peshi Nimu. Yes, if she nimu meboa. Kufuor do name and Crawford's by say, almost say Mahama no so I say Bibia she nimu until I feel no and they MPP say. Baby, they want to break the 8 and continue whatever they are doing. And John Mahama is telling us, almost about no babe share Bibia as civil for become microphone say no. But if John Mahama tells me that, then America say woman people to us, so now I'm continue where we are going. So the moment they will tell you everything is, I mean, Bibia ni wo biem no. Na a plan be or more fast so they are babe pesca, and this a MPP a yebi. Baby a year drew no. Obia nti adet is some people telling us say John Mahama administration na enye to the extent that the omoka na enye aba eti Mahama betena so no ye den ti wanye bibia eye baton na ye ko eti se nipa no owe kura na so tin dia ba ne hye wo nsam a make sure so you move faster enye fe na wo sa ko start ba bia ye start track you know ye start free no. It is start from where the person no start free and now you ko yanim. That is you develop here. Can you imagine? And so who kasama mills? It's mills na ye no enti den. Mills ye no manama hama ine no ye the vice president. Your friends are you na kan sa asem nana. Napo. Say mebuni amaye ni anda ho na ehu say sango fo mi no mo ye ba pu but they be an o ma ye so metu yan bebi e be o me ye be no mo tu yan but o me sa because o say you ni nda ho so that say because we ba no abeka say we ye na we so about say we ye o de ye mama kwan no bra abeka say former president MVP am ye hwi na 4 years in my start campaign o so que so no and this mama be say bibia because friends cobra now COVID is 4 cities, ever 16 cities to my bomb body. COVID is 4 cities, that's why I had it. When there were 16 cities, I see me them back 16 cities my yard. That's what I say. And this look at them and say, no, I'm making 16 cities now. I'm saying about 4 cities now. I wouldn't know about 4 cities. Oh, no, 4 cities, 16 cities. And they say I hit 16 cities. Dollar na I hit 16. And ne.
Yes, 16.3. My $16 16.3.
Now be a Johnny, oh, coffine 4 plus. What is any panel ye west? I did do. And when you are trying to tell them this, Omeka so ignorant. And then I meant to Maseno. Sa is a when we went there, meet the press now say young boys, and in the name of the nation and your political party, you are more better than.
Born to the sense, Sadia or 4, they cost
16. What would you know? Some will call Dubai Kofanoma. Yes. Maybe what's the next why is slow? Because dollar need shoe sika.
Would we buck about 40,000 within 1 week? Dollars. 40,000 within 1 week. Now, yes, it can be with you.
Now, the assembly all count. Or so share the rate, not percentage wise. And can Mahama Neteswa now you Krasina, can you use this? And can Mahama Neteswa and can borrow this? Because in the name or say then and ka Yadanka Yajuma. Be ye Jumano.
Tuba nipana onye na yetunu no utumi meka na asemi chem se senko wo so asenka me peso wo so a na nka me ntunu se wo bra na me ma me na se wo ba na utumi aye no na chem se nipana onye na me metunu no senko wo so anka se ya den na wo ka kire me den na Ghana na peni for de ka kire
me twi ho me ti ase o
se no mu hu yen se no mu hu Ghana for se ase ya sebi ya dwi ye ejuma kura se bibi koso ye nim se bibi wo 4 na o de ba 16 na wo se wa ya ade inti no di fifo no wan ya de na o de ba 16 come on de ekoso no wan hwe asebi wo be ka asema atrampeni fo si wo nya botre pan de ekoso Ghana no de peni fo ne ye no wo be tra microphone ne cha be ka asemi against peni o de Ghana di akro o de yakoma di akro o man na de yakoma so Ghana de yakoma so ye ne ba bebre come on fe ne yesi so ye na ye ba bebre na ekoso na peni wo 60 years o
me say
by
Baby, say me kasa asem no Nyankopon ma 70 nyame ma 70 years right good so wo 30 yen fa say me 30 plus obi e woni 50 plus na nyame se do obi enwu ba do 70 obi wu agame enti so say mine I have to tell him say papa baby ade me ko na emwa me
me na me baba bre me mba be bre so ada say me mba be bre commander the fees school fees as all this kind of car in the tuition school fees more than 10,000 akola be obe class 6 koran e koso no e akoma say ye che so da na ade chiwa wo na wo ye ma hyew say unnim ye ba be si ansa ade asa so ye business
okay ti hwe hwa assembly ayo mo kan on be ka say global challenge meboa e wiase na say ade na wiase na akode geta ade oni da wo jama ho we say a global challenge inti ano de ima yen fam mo nipa baako ba wiase na aso akode geta nti yeso ye join de geta ne de o so na de bae ye ka o so ye panyin nti ye ima yen ka na ye ka ya no atia na the NDC so de na mo nkwanche no so mo mo wi ni power masa
me kasa asemi a me nim so me dim mo ya but I said they are not ready for
I mean the omudi na mo nkwanche
no see here 208 campaign na me see here 208 some na all year 208 and then your former president mama yi I'm not sure say NDC power NDC party o mo ready say 2024 election o mo ba be power obra o mo humbo ani say NPP power NDC power humbo ani power ni say ya obra look at the organization you call you for be anto je she call me the press she dey see wo she dey call Sunday top radio campaign sema omuka come NDC won send me prayer o metima kama na to Ghana for
the mo kan say Ghana yedin ndi enchange Ghana yedin die na wo ba die na wo dey convince me Ghana yedin intimi convince me Ghana yedin na dey cha me didi and I'm telling you when we went to Techiman yeah hotel ho na requesting for aduane no benku no you now feel set is a crowd them boy but when they brought the food it was 20 cedis oba would one but 5 cedis no want me ni
bakra me di 20 cedis no
what I say et you be o techi man no yeah dollar na yeah the campaign no awo how na NDC etima tena ho man MPP aborawam wo ti region Momo fi say mom ye moni abri kumase no omo beje MPP be so mu kakra before you realize.
Kono wa chomu o ma chomu o Ghana na e ko friends and this for boa no fa. O ma chomu. Ko northern region bi o. Ko ti region bi o ho. Ko central region bi o ho ba this for boa mo no fa ko no mo di.
Omonya kokwasa sa na omo nkotena social media na we na omo fi say hwe sa say 30,000 say then na say less than 40,000 meals edi wini what 10 president Kufuor jemu no masa if you win these people by that number na they won't give it to you enye na nado dan kwa Kufuor ado enye na nado dan kwa Kufuor ado the way Kufuor ye aggressive to maintain power. If you're winning and you don't win, say who win it? She said, "Oh, modi yamu 2016 now. Forget it." Monenam hosa. Me say. So, who me catch us a normal me answer, and I made na so they decide maybe I met to my back this year. Make us a back when Commander Sugar Factory. A year, man. And Tim Omontimanye 7 years, and there be a me can't say Miss Awa. Yem fani said John Mahama onye Ghana ni. Once the be American asem. Onye Ghana ni. O de on na man obedu Ghana. E na what obehu Ghana Japade bi no de asisi ade no. O de o sen. Eti wu na ye Ghana ni a wo ye badwemba no. O ba ye no. Sebi mpleduasa. De bodani no e de wo Japade na ye. Can't you make use of that thing? And I mean just here.
How many years did this Commander Sugar Factory? Would you ever so buy a cana in New York? Yet the friend is saying, yet the Caterpillar have put you aside. Top radio back, correct. NPP back for up to date. It's a community factory. Factory near Sissy. Didn't then be better to make a convincing me and I say 7 years, 8 years. Factory Siho. Put me a Hoshi. Now see my idea. What's me better than I say, Mimbo was a way idea. We see factory no could not be whatever is not be no see factory in this year. And a 7 years, 8 years. What Sebi? What's with the Sunday panel or minding Dana Kumas? My
more example be also ja o si dan bi. Now o told that nani pana in a plan ahead every year. What to the foundation be biao. Or no who say no, I have to convert this thing to this. And why here with engineers I am a plan then I say a year Juma. And 2 days funny say Omo who yansa and to man yen how a city and Kaebe bo my Ghana. But don't forget say Ghana property ye betu ya hunka busian. Yaksan ko bobu said the baby si segle me. I mean na yakọ kate sodo ama saman.
Koran 7 men. Senka NPP power. Udi nipa no see ye no ndi ya. Wa say sika no. Ena ke ba ye. I'm a businessman. Ena ke dey dan rent ye kwampo a. Na ka 7 years nka say nyenya rent. Udi edam wo ho kwampo obi dan won kra ha. Onya si dan si wa onfa bibia onfa to kwampo mumu. We no nimu. Ode na me say. Ye danya MPP for bi no mu ni ba bit. Ebo ode ye nya dan en chairman MPP for boys. Nipa dodo anka kro ho mu ni ba bi dan e be ye okay nka so bete meboa. Amemu be no mu bu. Nti ade kan na sese ko mu koto ko musika. Ana ko mu di bu man ka se na ko be no. Ko bra ga na ayembo. Mebu hwe e o se etumi sorry. Ene
ka de na nka me madu because na I said me ra ho me sorry no. O drain now your salary. Oh my, Ghana is very expensive to the extent that uye denya was expenditure no more than your income. Ode maminja ona memra na mene dog in income live on top 103.2 51 minutes after 8 final point is near. In fact MPP for a bomb but then this in your fine and this in your friend say omunye alternative and Ghana per what you've seen. Yeah.
Cobra.
Yeah.
Say, you can't sound so. Let us say, who here say, you're in trouble. Cobra,
it's important, but I say you cannot correct them. I say you cannot correct them. Oh, my many doctor in income.
Or baby, who for no on you. It makes me possible.
You're fine, ABI and cancer. That is what I hate. ABI. MPP before you sue ABI and come how many $1 and I'm 23 cities. ABI. So I don't believe in ABI. You can't practical thing to see ABI. My many doctor Eben Anua Ama and this the name again.
Even Anua Ama.
Anua Ama. Okay.
That's a Gama.
Gan. Oh, okay. So what's the meaning of that Anua?
It's an addition. It's a very long story.
Yeah. And this is spokesperson on business and development, trade and industry. Oh, sir.
Yep.
Great. And there's the Commander Sugar Factory, Bedi Hong Kong Wakakra. Bibi Aboko there.
Yamiantum.
Eden Yankopon was it. Mami, you will never buy your baby didn't come. Men come be a train, Mrs. Ya.
Obakus, wouldn't Miss Obra Panyin and Yasimi, and no, I had to me and co. Yeah, bono, obey say,
Confanco, assemble move, be power. Me de sebi nuaba no ne makasa. Onse na nsan ya no waka ne sisi ya ne sisi ya ne ya. Enye ne sisi, bibi pa e na ekoso. Me nuaba no na hoodin asa. Omware foforo nse na ntesa. Sesei ahoodin ni ho.
And madam for one can't say me. Let's send the way ya some ketu abi.
Eni owo mu abi aboa no. Na me waka kire me sesei de enkoyi.
Eni na tiefo, obi entie de me kan yi. Ba ma duru biribi a esesa wo ye ho duru. De ma ni je ba no yira wade mu no. Sate kwa. Ba ma bi entie ni ye. Emuaya ne ye simple kra. Adrubi was cement about shop. Asokore mampon. Your friend cement vital herbal mixture. Ninsu ho, ne topa yeso ho. Na sadre mema nyina friend agan. Sadre friend agan. Ba ma de wo ya ne sa wo benom. Adru no ba ye dwuma bi ma. Me sesa ba ma no adru friend agan ya. Anya na na dubia. Wona yiri twisodoku. E wo dem. Mema adru friend agan no eni hammo. Wo de ya ne sa wo benom. Sa ba ma no agan na ba ma panyini ma no homo ne so a. Odi agro ma oba bo ne nsema no. Ba ma wutie me sa gan wo ho a. Entra ho mo ani mu wiase. Minua no agan na dijuma no magan na kejagum sa wo pa memedre fa na gan bi ato ebi wa so korman pon cement seba shop afa ko fox fm a benya bi ato ene mia eto abibidro ni abrofo dodo no a sa wo pen dodo atu a kodani farmer Colinac Misty Epidank na ne dodo pa wo cement herbal clinic wa so korman pon cement herbal clinic e wa so korman pon ekwa na ekwa tech no se dware sa efie to so no a fresa number si 0240616061 ana 0205 573555. Mama do friend again. Mama when you feel do watch entumi numbi.
Grana po. Mi cheche woni nara. Mi din eje baby da pa. Mi di ade sonko kra na ebremo. Eno any some spices. Some spices in here. Emu wa ho bebre o. Various flavors. Ubenya eya akoko. Ubenya nantwie. Yedigu jollof ma emu yede. Ubenya yedigu nkwan. Yedigu froye mu. Ho na kope bito. Na ema waduane enye de. Onye bi nia. Yenkon yenkon tie nyankofo eka.
Download your communication to ni all enjoy utuba. That's some spices. What in the essence don't try. I'm taking the Ariaga. Some spices in a side, daddy so say. Some spices. Mun sam.
Mo kola ndudu amanha. Oh, loko nyagban la gbagbo. Some spices. Nyaba chicken.
Some spices. In Sanaka in Kitswa, measure 10 grams. Yawa chicken, spaghetti, garlic and ginger, stew, and jollof, and the flavors of the bebre.
Some spices. Yes, Saka.
Good energy hits the road with exciting choices to energize your ride, giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice.
Goil, yeah.
Every child is so unique.
You like no other.
Outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play.
You like no other.
You are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook, I can paint. You like no other. Indomie, you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie. Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now. This effort is FDA.
5 minutes after 8, final point on top ones of 3.1. My name is Kwabena Usajima, the governor. Dog Akwabe to say.
Yamia do my yeah.
Over the tete.
You're to buy a boom.
The one why you didn't go. Okay. So my first time meeting you here, and this platform where you come here, we think Ghana first,
right?
And we discuss Ghana.
Fantastic, right?
No matter the political party or represent your mono. Yes, we do politics. But Ghana first. Ghana first. I think about my listeners. And I love them, and so when you come here, you're not too much partisan, but Ghana first. So you're welcome to
Thank you.
My show, and of course the name of the show is Final Point.
Final Point.
Yes, Final Point. Whatever you say here will be final, and the next day you open a different chapter. So you are the spokesperson on business and development, trade and industry,
right?
NDC, right?
Right.
And or mandate here then.
We help to craft the policies for the manifesto.
Policies for the manifesto.
In terms of trade and industry and business development, we coordinated all of this. Our job now is to spread the good news about trade and industry and business development, and how we are going to implement them when we come back to power.
Okay. So 2020 manifesto, were you part of the
yes. Yes.
And 2020 2016?
No, 2020 and 2024.
2028. So where were you way back 2020 2016?
Well, I was doing all kinds of stuff. I was working with I was a commissioner at the National Development Planning Commission. So we planned the 40-year plan for Ghana.
Oh,
absolutely.
When I saw this name, okay. So why is that why that one is not working?
You see, the NDPC is structured in a certain way. It reports to the president. So when we finish a plan, we give it to the president. It's up to him to accept it or not. If he accepts the plan, he pushes it to Parliament. And if 2/3 of parliamentarians vote on it and they agree on it, it becomes the law or the plan for Ghana.
Don't you think Ghanaians, don't you think maybe then president or Ghanaians did not take that one serious because of the years, 40 years development plan?
No, but you see, you can't develop short term. Let's say you want to do a railway system from Accra all the way to Paga. We can't do it in 4 years. You need to think long term. So the 40-year plan asks a question: what kind of Ghana did we want by the time we turned 100 years?
Yes.
From 2017 to 2057, that will be 100 years. Sorry, it will be a 40-year journey. Because Ghana will be 100 years in 2057. Okay? And so we're looking at the Ghana we wanted by that time. And we put on all the plans.
So was it a collective ideas from all the political parties?
All the political parties were involved.
Oh, okay.
And they were not just involved as coming into sitting, they participated, they chaired some sections.
Okay.
We went around the country. Every region.
Now what you're saying?
We were about 30 commissioners or so, they're about.
Wow.
But we went around the country, all the regions. We met chiefs, we met teachers, we met farmers, we met lawyers, we met architects, we met planners, all kinds of people, and they gave us ideas and put ideas together into the plan, the 40-year plan. It was very extensive. Last year, the NDPC took another look at the 40-year plan, the same plan, and they reviewed it.
Are you still part of?
No.
Okay.
And they revised it. And out of it, they have come out with another plan, which they are calling Vision 2057.
Vision
2057.
So we are in 2024.
So it's about a 33-year-old 33 plan. So
look at your share time I'm on the starting. You almost started 2017, right?
We started 2014. And we finished the plan 2017.
Oh, okay. It is more year 40 years.
40 years.
And we now be
33.
33. So and can starting at that time and say years and 40.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I get you.
7 years is gone already.
Yes.
7 years is gone already. So that's it. You know.
So all the measures are putting in place. I will plan the moon. Plan the moon. Whatever mu propose say when Ghana we go by this plan, Ghana beko nenim no. The manifestos, you know. The major political parties, you know, manifesto no be free sa plan no.
So the 24-hour economy for the NDC
was it not a part of 40-year development?
It was part of it. But we actually named it 3 shifts economy.
Our 40-year development plan.
Absolutely.
We named it 3 shifts.
3 shifts. So
Okay.
going forward, we thought if we're going to develop, we need to have a system where we'll create jobs for our people. One job, the same job, you can have 3 people doing that job.
Okay.
Over 3 shifts.
So within the 40 years development plan,
yes,
this 24-hour economy,
yes,
but mu name 3 shifts
economy. That's
3
right.
shift economy.
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. So time ben now free NDPC no more.
2017.
2017. To free more now the idea in the brain NDC for.
Well, it's not me who it's not me who actually brought it.
But who brought it? No, you were part of the MP.
Yeah, so if you say me, you mean the NDPC guys. So the NDC picked that plan, that idea from the 40-year plan.
No, dog, be truthful. One had the coin.
Oh, no.
One had the coin.
No.
One had the because when you say that trade shift whatever no, the trade and industry ministry no, I'm not be funny pa more.
A lot, yeah.
Remember. And you are spokesperson for the your friends manifesto number NDC.
I played a
so
part in
now
it.
we are share we are the
I played a part. I played a part in it, but it was GM who actually picked it up and dressed it up.
Okay.
And made it popular for the party.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
So actually, Ghana Beyond Aid was part of the 40-year plan.
Oh.
Yes.
Ghana Beyond Aid.
Absolutely.
And also, money mean saying.
Just that Ghana Beyond Aid, and that if we did certain things right, we get to a point where we'll not borrow.
So the Ghana Beyond Aid idea that President Akufo-Addo said it and I brought it
was in the plan.
It also pick it free honum.
Exactly. But they rejected the plan.
You see politicians. Plan no.
Yeah.
Obiya enti o chese mo adena ye commission mo se monye no. Mo go around the nation.
Yeah.
And I move meet ahemfo. Ene Ghana for mo di adwen no.
Right.
And I mo be kaboom and I mo to no 40 years development plan.
Right.
And the politicians now are not using that plan, but omo pick.
Exactly.
And omo de omo manifesto.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
That's how it is, you know.
But he said, "Enya bedi politicians in say everything was spoiled." I hope you know that. Let's be real. That like I may catch on. Hi there. Yeah. We think Ghana first because when he says 40-year development plan, and then the and every political party who need power, you go by that thing. Uba won't mean change bibia. Meboa whatever you find say Nana Akufo-Addo or say Ghana Beyond Aid. Washa say Nkadro Mahama ba so continue. Right. Good. But because of say ya reject you no, ya picky bi no. Ye ba the way picky was same friend is saying idea no picky wo 40-year development plan mu no. Momo ye no. We ba obese no. I don't know if you're getting me.
Well, people have asked that question or they said that because elections in Ghana are cyclical and we do elections every 4 years, people come in with their manifestos, so and so forth. So the question is that should they depend on their manifesto or the long-term plan? For the long-term plan, the idea was not to replace the manifestos, but you can pick the ideas from there,
okay,
add your manifesto to it,
okay,
and then come out with a medium-term framework that you can do over 4 years, over 80 years, over 12 years, 16 years, etc., etc.
Okay, so after going around more and I'm the 3 shifts economy buy and then they more about the 24-hour economy. Adia ebitima juma.
Yeah.
Okay, so only much about it because you people brought that idea. And then I'm jina so more conclude say Ghana drew maybe say 3 shifts economy.
So as far as NDC is concerned, we have an explosion in our population. Our population is growing. A lot of young people are coming up. They are leaving schools. They don't have work to do. I didn't want jobs for them. They need to work, right? So we have to be creative. One way by way we can be creative is to ensure that we create the environment where if there's just one job, 3 people can do the job over 3 shifts, just the same job. So it's 133 as you know. They'll get jobs, they'll get some income, they'll be okay. Than to stay in when there are no jobs. There's
the same job that 3 people have to do it. Well, can that job be to generate income? Absolutely,
absolutely, and that will mean that the work has to be productive. It should be work that will generate income for everybody. It will generate income for the job owner and for those who are actually working. What the government has to do is to create that environment, okay, so that people who create the jobs, will make profit for themselves, and they will have enough to pay workers as well. So it's very, very workable. It's very doable, and GM is prepared to do just that.
Okay. So, Mecca say you are brain behind 24-hour economy. So
no, I wouldn't say no.
But yeah, then because of a free 24-hour, your friends, a 40 years development plan, definitely you are part of that idea, and yes, you are part of it. Into mobile, nyamiya na mobile 2025 24-hour economy, and I say 3 shift economy no. A bit my ejuma.
Very much so.
A beye ejuma.
Very much so.
Ujidi say beye na unim say beye.
A beye ejuma. It depends on the one who is leading, and JM is committed to it, so it will work.
So you find say Omwaba, Yayewo trade minister.
That is a big post too.
Is it bigger than you?
That discretion has to go to the president.
Is it big? Oh, man,
he decides
that is why I said the
what to do.
say, what be trade minister, right? A dear and cow be 24-hour economy is sustainable.
The first thing we need to do is to create an environment. First and foremost, there should be enough power. Electricity, power is important.
Okay.
And make it sustainable. Number 2, there ought to be enough security for those who want to work beyond the day. I mean, the daytime. They want to work in the night. They must have security, adequate security. It does not necessarily mean that they should all be state security. They can also be private security.
Okay.
But provide the environment for the private sector to also thrive. Okay, so that kind of security should be there, and then there should be, demand for their work. So, for example, we should create an environment where those who work and add value and can export can actually do that. So if you look at the policies overall, His Excellency JM has even said that he's going to create an accelerated export development board. The idea is to ensure that when we add value to our products, we can export them. So he will not wait for the process to come from the bottom up to him. He wants to be very much involved in that. So if there are bottlenecks in there, they will be resolved very quickly, and he will facilitate. He'll become even the export ambassador for Ghana. So for those who are operating in the 24-hour economy, who are into export business, he will ensure that when their products are ready, they have ready markets outside he will help them. He will facilitate the process
see,
to help them.
You see, maybe
that's one thing.
Maybe you are trying to explain it well to Ghanaians because at times when Ubisa and these communicators, what are you going to do at 24 economy a bit me a year? You made mention of it. Say first power, second security.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, say later, and Odebeka say you have to add value to whatever you're producing.
Yeah.
Right. Say Oko B the Omudia cashew more.
Right.
Right. What create what do you call it? Security amomo. What create power amomo.
Right.
When to my nyadi amomo be adding value to whatever they are doing. Still, won't me for any more than 1,000 because at the end now yes security we were big but when or try or to add value to whatever and also or turning it to finished product there or bet me for any padodo. Na say ni say ye kodo ase ate no mo ye ten a eno ana mo be ye e do produce light and you produce your friend is saying security. Now am nye kwan obefa so be add value to whatever he's doing na it's constant.
So that's the reason why, if you look at our policies, they are all interwoven. Okay, so we have manufacturing in there, we have export in there, and we have import also in there. The idea is to work together in such a way that they will complement each other. And again, the 24-hour economy does not mean that everybody will work for 24 hours. It doesn't mean that.
Okay.
It's for those who have the capacity
some section
to work.
Of Ghanaians.
Some section of Ghanaians. Those who have the capacity to do that. So if you like, manufacturing firms can do that. Money firms can do it. In fact, some of them actually do some. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some banks do some.
Yeah.
So all of them can do that. So the thing to do is to ensure that many more people will come into the system to do the 24-hour economy jobs. Okay. Many more of them will come in there because we'll create the environment for them to work in there. For those who are not there, that's fine. But they can have the capacity to come in there if we provide all this environment for them. So as I said, security is important. Power is also very much important. Okay, very, very important. And then we create a condition where when they add value, they can export. So let me just go back to the 2024 budget, and I'll take something from there, and we can discuss. So if you look at the budget, I think paragraph 394, the 2024 budget, that was read by Honorable Ken before he left. Mm-hmm. He made an admission
that
Ghana spent about $2 billion importing sugar, rice, poultry products, even tomatoes and onions. You were talking about Commander not too long ago. We saw around that time that moving forward, we must limit the importation of those products, because once you import those products from another country, what you are doing is that you are also importing their inflation into your own country. You put pressure on the city against the dollar. So that was something that John Mama did. And if we had continued with that, that would have been fantastic and perfect. So what he did was to ensure that Commander Sugar Factory having put up, then we have the Abayama Rice Project to produce our rice needs and give us sugar. These guys, Baumia, His Excellency, and then how they call it, Nanado,
President of Ghana,
Akufo-Addo, they allowed these things to rot. They did. And if they had continued, as Rat has said, I'm sure by now would have been sufficient in the production of sugar and even rice. If you take a look at Afram Plains, in fact, former Branga, now Bono and Ahafu, they produce almost 100% of our poultry needs, the chicken and the eggs. So anytime you came to Accra, Abubushi, something like that, in the morning, 6 o'clock, you see trucks coming in from those areas with X.
For
So and so
X
forth.
there,
Yes.
that's my area.
Yeah.
And I think way back we junior high school no more, we senior high school no more. Just after school, okoye ho adwuma kran sana 1 year ska kra university. That's Doma East, Doma Central, Doma East. I mean Doma area ho there X no. So the morning no bon say STC in the day basa.
Exactly.
And now it's not working like.
So why? That's the point. So why did we allow it to go to road? And we now import some of these things. We think we can restart and reset. Then we have to go back to those things and ensure that.
Okay. So that is and then the mass abro from reset.
Reset.
It's not another restart. It's not like Ghana na say could move restart bibia foforo.
No, we want
that's
to
the problem.
reset. No, we just want to reset.
Okay.
Want to recalibrate, if you like, bring things back to normal.
Okay.
And then start moving again. So if these things are happening, then it's not good enough for us. At the same time, we exported by that same body. We exported, gold, I think cocoa, and oil and gas, about 2 billion worth. These three, mainly through these three. So is there a way by which we can process our products so we can also export them? You see, and not only depend on gold, cocoa and oil. That's what His Excellency GM wants to do. It's about resetting and ensuring that we actually move on. And as I said earlier on, one way by which he wants to ensure that we are placing premium on exports is to set up a board that he himself will chair.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he himself will chair. He'll bring in all the key stakeholders and he will prioritize the areas or the products we want to add value to and export, so on and so forth. So you don't need to go through the process from the beginning, all the way to the top. So you immediately see if there are bottlenecks. You see the bottlenecks and remove them. And he'll work with the people to ensure that there are opportunities that they can also pursue. So he's taking exports so seriously. So your mama really wants to reset things and make sure that we are not only importing, if it's possible, those things that we import, which in my view are not necessary, which we produce here, we can reduce them and then enhance export. It's one sure way by which we can remove the pressure on the city against the dollar.
You all can say John Mahama really, and underline the word really. He really want to do this.
Yes.
Meaning say omini whatever waka.
Very seriously.
And he will do it.
He will do it. The fact that he said he was going to set up a board, he's signaling to Ghanaians that he's going to take exports very seriously.
Or set up board, no chair board. No.
He will chair the board.
Oh.
And he'll bring in key stakeholders from AGI, from GUTA, from the ministries, in foreign nations, whatever. Anywhere we can have, stakeholders who are key and they are interested in partnering him. He'll bring all of them on board and push the export agenda.
Unya a chance to do all these things. But
he actually started. And of course, Ghanaians didn't give him a chance to continue. But when he comes back this time round, he's even going to do it better, with more vim, more energy, more power, and more seriousness even.
So the second coming.
The second coming of GM.
Ebe serious.
That's the second coming of GM, yes. Very seriously. Ghana will change.
Ghana
will change under him.
Hey, doctor.
Ghana will change. Oh yes, I know that. Ghana will change under him.
More than what we are seeing.
More than that, Ghana will change.
That's a Ghana change that. The President Kufuor na abanyaye.
Ghana is changed for the West. Civil society organizations are saying that if you look at all the indices, okay, now, as against when John Mahama was his excellency what was in power, all the indices are actually worse. They are actually worse. And want to research. His Excellency GM is prepared and willing to actually reset, and that's really, really possible. Really possible. You do it. I believe it, and I want all Ghanaians to believe it, that he will do it. He's done it before, and he'll do it again.
If you say he's done it before, nka yantunu sao. Nka yam vote against him.
It was
like that.
It was what our
because what he did, you know, I'm saying so ye we the na person ye hu so ye no wanye. Nti you ka say he has waye no be san ye ni bi ma. Na so ojina do ye no so na e ba de a. Ye be ka say that there ya.
It was a propaganda that was used against him.
It wasn't.
It was really.
If Seme me vote against him, me vote against him based on ahochra na me wom. So it wasn't propaganda.
No.
So at times when they say propaganda, I don't get it.
So you think things
listen,
things are better now.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is it wasn't propaganda. If me Owusu, I voted against John Dramani Mahama, and you will be the man me vote against no, because I saw it, I feel it, and me what me.
Is it not because of the kinds of things they said about him?
You are not getting me. I'm suffering. Me who me. Me face as a Ghanaian. Minya. Emma me who me kaka. I was not getting it. And someone says, okay, maybe me ba me the bema. Enti. Ebe mama to against that person. And you call this propaganda?
Indeed.
So let's take for instance. Say, are you telling me say if I vote against Dr. Baumia, do you think say Mahama and they convincing me for me to vote against Baumia? No.
He's telling you to look at the situation right now.
And I'm feeling the situation. So if I vote against your friend is saying Dr. Baumia, and your Mahama they convincing me.
Because you are feeling it.
I'm feeling it.
So that's your point.
That is my point. So way back, me say you say your friend is saying no. You can't you can't just tell me say I want to vote against this person. No. If me feels I want to now, but I don't see that way. Me okay. How can you convince me to vote against someone? No, I won't do that. So me, I don't believe in that theory. Whatever they say propaganda. Ghana for na ye ho chire yen. Accept that. And tell us, say, okay, I did this, and Ghanaians, you were not okay with that, so I'm coming back. If I come, this is what I'm going to do. Don't tell me, say, I'm going to propaganda, yes, Usi, your friend is saying, Legon Hospital, Usi Bank of Ghana Hospital, Usi Rich Hospital, but not comedeme. That was the situation. That is what the 24 said. Ghanaians vote against you because now almost say comedy omo. It is a wusi we. Na Akufo-Addo me can't me say. No. You can't convince me to vote against someone. No. Me sure my sitting mu. President Kofo said it way back. Or see sure was sitting mu. Na to aba. Ma sorry. Me timi try me ba school fees. Me timi mo akoma wo fie comedy me I'm hungry. I'm dying. And you say someone is convincing me to vote against someone. No. So it wasn't propaganda. Now you are we voted against him. Now Oba organizing who ye Omra.
Yeah, he's coming for the second time.
Good.
And he's coming big.
That is what I want to hear. It's not propaganda. What is propaganda?
He's coming big.
That is what I say. No one on the share or kind. What I say, and or I say that is why he said, say, you see, wahuni mistakes, and no matter why I will say okay. When come my way back, you can be. Or send a minimum say Ghana for pay mocha and go ahead or the yensuo my right? In terms of later now, mutu no. Omuye kutu na nko timba back ya nko Ghana for so okay I was doing this but Ghanaian wanted this. Do you get it? I quite remember during Dunso 2016 ye be too light baby mu ye Sunday water baby and I was feeling it and I said Jack no what is happening and I papa is okay yeah me buy say so I me unknown or me sha ho kire mu no okay ma me change mu kakra. And now, some say things are getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because you are telling me and I'm who said things are getting worse. Like my brother said, or no senska within 1 month, while lose your friend is saying 40,000 Ghana cedis. Or feeling that thing. And then you know about James and the things are getting worse. The person is feeling it.
From your own experience.
Good. And the person will stand on that one. No, what decide? What should I do? Should I let these people continue for me to feel a hundred and I say mean changing when I'm in shade. So these propaganda things na ya mokano. Time also says a mujaka. Na mama ye who's okay fine. Ye buy. Na you feel say ye enough. And fact. She said ya reorganize ye ye ba. And ye ba for good. Obi your friend is say when we go to tournament like to say World Cup. First team ulusua.
You go back to reorganize.
Organize with different information. Ebi a was some players in the crowd. Se bi adu we start here. Oba u change mu be ma we start with different approach. And there you go. So this is what I think Ghanaians need from you people. So yenjai every for be propaganda na ma we no that enye bibia to me. Dog, I don't know if you are getting me. Let me know. Oh yes, first me buy no. Na me face say ampa udi agrona ye. Oh, you remember when the three wise men like Babin and Nipa na me become so more person who president kra no mo what I say that time. And then I think say John Mahama be president Ibema obeka chen crofon say massa obi ba mani who say anas obetim the number microphone say this time if you get there and they say I'm not there, call me, test me. And what I say it will be an approach no day bano. You should let us know say I'm coming with different approach, different information that will help Ghana, information that will help you. Because if you come and tell me say omutra Antonia tomorrow me I NPP and Timan convince me na me to Obama na Kufuor me to man no enye me na me ho kire me I me na me ho kire me. That is why I woke up early morning, join the queue and I'm to Aba na me ho kire me. That is the fact.
But your mama has reorganized.
This is what I want to hear.
And it's coming back big.
This is what I want to hear. Into a horror and I maybe say coming big, you know, a day and a day or day, but then you convince me. So convince me now. No.
So coming big, he set up all kinds of under trade and industry. He, as I said, he wants to actually enhance domestic trade. So, for example, the areas where we do a lot of trading in the market themselves, when it comes to, say, auto works, cars and accessories and so on and so forth, the people at Abosoka are so key. And when we met them, they were interested in ensuring that Abosoka is enhanced, is rebuilt, and made modernized. He wants to ensure that he will do just that. He will facilitate that process and will rebuild and rebrand that place. He's also interested in ensuring that if we have, for example, more than half of the population being females, and they have difficulties in accessing financial resources, not just to start their small businesses, but to grow their businesses. He wants to ensure that he's going to put up a national women's development bank to ensure that women have access to loans at affordable rates, so they can not only start their businesses but they will grow them and grow them big and employ more people for themselves.
And and then Maslow difference by your day.
Maslow,
I don't know if you can give me details about
yes,
that.
Maslow is for everyone, men and women. For small loans, so on and so forth. The Women's Development Bank is a special purpose bank. The focus is on women. It's expected to empower the women. And so it doesn't mean that a male cannot apply for a loan from the Women's Development Bank. A man can do so. But he wants to ensure that that bank is women-led and controlled by women. He's going to ensure that there is
so you don't care about the men.
No, we do. In fact, I'll call it positive discrimination. To be honest with you, it's very good, because we want to empower our women. Because if you go to the normal system, how many of them can access the kind of loans men do? No, only few of them. So we want to make sure that we have that special purpose vehicle, so women can go in there and access the facilities at affordable prices or interests. So they'll not only start business, but they'll also grow their businesses. It's one of the things that he really wants to do. He wants to set that apart from Maslock. So Maslock will still run, but this one is
like
for women.
Everybody can go there.
Everybody can go there.
But this one, the man kwan.
The focus is on women. The focus is on women, and to be women led, and they will run their own show. That's very important. So that's one thing he's also going to do.
All right. Okay. Now you are the spokesperson, business and development, trade and industries. Anameba.
Yeah.
Okay. Manifesto no mono. And then I'm on board. When Mobapa.
When it comes to,
are you going to build more industries? I mean,
so some of them are already in existence, but they are dormant. What we want to do is to revitalize them. So, for example, Japon textiles, we want to revitalize it because
if NDC comes to power today, Commander Sugar Factory will start working.
We will revitalize it. Yes, we will. We'll do so. So it's not only going to create jobs for our people, but it's going to create an enclave. See, the people who live in that part of Central region, okay, the idea of the factory is to allow them to plant their own sugarcane. Okay, it creates jobs for them. They sell it to the factory. The factory turns it into sugar. So it's going to have a whole industry in that area of the country. We'll revitalize it. That's what His Excellency GM wants to do.
Okay. So when him now Kamboma, you said he is coming big.
It's coming big. Yes, it's coming big. As far as trade and industry is really concerned, it's coming big. It's coming big.
The ruling government in their manifesto way back 2016 say Omoka say one district, one factory, and Anya Fiyena Yedi Adanse or Ekumfi Jews, which of course I meto and Numikra be a metobi meto a kamapa a product Ghana Yankasa. Yeah. Are we going to see more of that in new factories under NDC?
We would facilitate it. In other words, government may not put up those industries, but will invite the private sector to join us. So for Commander, for example, we'll put in place the right management to make sure that we'll revive the working spirit of Ghanaians, the hard working spirit of Ghanaians, particularly within that enclave, to make sure that they are producing the sugar and selling it to the factory for the factory to produce for local consumption and also for export. That's what we're going to do. Not only that, several other factories that have collapsed, we are going to ensure that we bring on board. We started an industrial hub at Obasi. We are going to restart it again, re-kicking, and ensure that people can go in there and find jobs to do. Such a place can also be involved with the 24-hour economy. We are just going to do that. And then also the leather industry in Kumasi that he started. We are going to revitalize it and make sure that we are producing enough shoes and sandals for Ghanaians. They can also work within the 24-hour economy. So His Excellency is coming big. He has a lot of ideas.
But what to say, Ghana for Binum, including MP4 Kaza or backrow 4 years, and you get him say, former President John Ajekum Kofo, Onupuka say 4 years is not enough at the president to develop. and how to do more things. Say be ball mine. Until be crank Kenyan 5 years, right? And 4 years, he said he's coming big. Oh, so, do you think obetuma isu 4 years no etuma ye adwuma magana for agina to musa say okwa ne din betimaka?
Within 4 years, he was able to build the University of Ghana Medical School. Within 4 years. Within 4 years, he was able to, create a condition for us to build a
lot of projects. MPP Ben on the commission be built.
Exactly. But there were some also.
Within 4 years.
But there were some also that he actually completed. You see, so 4 years, even though it looks very short, he's prepared and willing to do so much, and he can do so much. He has done it before.
Especially say quiet industries and a year. You can't use 4 years to so be build more industries na hono because we be akwan wo ho we do 4 years enough, sir.
He will do his best, and he's prepared to do so much even within 4 years. He has learned
best, maybe the best,
he has learned from the past, as we rightly said. So he's not waiting, to come and then put in the policies. As he had already said, within a matter of some few days and weeks, he's going to put in his team and they start work immediately. So within 4 years, the things that he said that he will do it. I really believe him. He will do it.
You believe in him, Pa?
I do. So much. Yes.
Are you close to him?
Well, I am. I'm not very close personally, but I really know him. Oh, yeah, I do. When he says it, he does it. Yeah, he does it. He's a very wonderful man. And he does it, yeah.
Live on top ones of 3.1. Dr. Amane Dinkomoi, NDC spokesperson on business and development, trade and industry. And and of course now you're part of what's the name? 40 years development planner. Nakayina yesha say bit my year and wakase this 24-hour economy now was our plan. The meaning say yes, if they do it and do it well, a bit more bois Ghana pa manifesto the DMB na woman obeka Ghana for say okay because of this and that you think we should still vote for him now or may Jumama Ghanaians. You were only 30 minutes to go.
Okay. There's something that His Excellency is going to champion. He actually started it. The Brand Ghana agenda. So in his time, he set up the brand committee, the Ghana Brand Committee, and the role was to ensure that Ghana is branded. So we produce what we eat, and we eat what we produce. Uncle Dan Latin made that very, very clear before he passed on. And so he's going to use government leverage to ensure that whatever we produce locally is consumed locally. And so it's a very important thing that he really wants to do. There's going to be a deliberate campaign to make sure that we patronize made in Ghana products. One reason is to ensure that we reduce our import dependence. Okay, so
how are we going to do that?
So that's exactly what I mean. We produce what we are eating locally. We produce them locally, and he will use the leverage of government to make sure, especially for the institutions. So, for example, assemblies and ministries and schools should eat Ghanaian food, Ghanaian local rice, so on and so forth.
Do you do that?
We'll do that. We actually do that. Me personally, yeah I do. Yeah, I prefer local food than those foods. To be honest with you, it's better. It's much more healthy. So he's really going to do that, and he's going to expand the export. In fact, his main concern is about export, to make sure that he expands the export market. Not only within Africa but globally. Something that he's really interested in doing. He's going to leverage. He's been thinking about green technology for planting. For agric, to make sure that we are producing exactly agri products that are, good for us, so on and so forth. And so many things he really wants to do. And he's also thinking about having a zone that will produce a lot of products, especially in Afran Plains. Okay, we produce a lot of products, and then we process them as much as possible. We process them, create the condition for us to process.
So whatever we produce here, the IBSN processing.
That's it. Get the finished product.
Okay.
And they consume some and export some.
Okay.
Export for him is really key.
Okay.
It's very key. It's one of the foundations upon which he wants to build the trade and industry sector. Export is very, very key.
Your best exporter are there core world marketer. I mean, money beje home.
Absolutely.
Okay, so live on top 103.1. Final point is in here. Maminye Wimra na minute dog and twas a few minutes to go. Na minute dog and twas. But then okay. Make for carbolic soup and mouth. Carbolic soup, soup beer. A buy a chepa. Dog okay soup be a friend guardian soup. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is be that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Ne calabe.
Red.
Oh, I'm fine. Red. Okay, boarding school, university, you know the hostel, there now you should be. And you come very hard. Who the see normal bika. Still, 4 Ghana cities, baby, baby top, na Emma body, and ye come. Now, no, I said, Obi Benz, acrophobia, me catch was a say, and cannot the tracker, boy, who could be to control everything, on the phone or so. Baby a phone a beku bia no betima stop car na wo phone no na e normal koyi e dia mo e glow trackers na kofa ba glow trackers says come for a tracker at low cost for your car, motorbike, tricycle, Uber, trotro, any de keka ho. Don't let driver cheat you again, and don't let thieves steal your car. Mpacho get away with it, and make sure say baby a car will be and you can control it on your personal phone. It is the best and low cost GPS tracker in Ghana as we speak. Use your phone to stop the car and a bicycle baby. GA number is 0244 287 565 and 0246 320 0 na enoma enye kamamo Angel Bakery original pan show no yegusu aye di ede the mama nije Angel Bakery no ho say me pe butter bread and sugar bread a very soft tisa de bi usomu a very soft kama pa Angel Bakery ni sa na tie nti emani di eye de what to hwa ensay 2 weeks na da hwa eye moton kama pa nti bo modern na so ye den pebi na ma fire breakfast ma wo ma enko school ukunu enibi wo beda so wadibi mpacho your pick fan first Kotobabi Street Accra here. Your number is 0570 833 and 0594 114719. Angel Bakery Originals. Feel the taste. Na enoma enkoye emma Israel Multimedia. Israel Multimedia go so printed t-shirt and the my key holders cards, invitation cards, flyers, posters, and they can who be a come a quality a t-shirt and a quality palm. And Pacho Kunkunte Street has a Makacho Ube Drew Ben's Gate to an up in Kunkunte Street now who Nayas or Betcho, Mr. Tio Betcho, and now who Londona because Mutako DB 0558 048318 na enoma enkoso yema dog ya was 7 minutes to go maminja ma whatever any other business our person can ho asem na yeah sorry.
So His Excellency wants to ease the tax burden on Ghanaians, so he wants to scrap the COVID levy, he wants to scrap e-levy and take up emission levy,
and the okakra still no should be introduced for nkrofo catch the omoye me a honey there
no
and me here through or the beshemu baby into normal.
It's because he's going to cut down expenditure. He's going to have a limited size of government, so there'll be savings in those areas, and so he can take off those things without any much problem. He's going to do that, and he's also going to. He's determined to facilitate the development of the packaging industry, so to help the informal economy, and they also help those working in the formal economy, and they work help for those who are working in the 24-hour economy. And he also wants to ensure that he works into Africa through the AFTA, and he wants to simplify procedures at the ports. So that, in fact, when we met with AGI, one of the problems they had was that they took too much time and too many charges at the port. He wants to streamline that, and they were also interested in having a very stable, foreign exchange control system. So he's going to introduce some laws that will ensure that maybe the city can be stable against the dollar for maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then people can plan and do their businesses. After which, and the city can change again if he really has to. So he has a lot of goodies for Ghanaians. And he's also going to ensure that moving into Africa, we have ease in terms of access, because he'll be championing that cause. He'll be championing the cause of moving into Africa with our products. It's going to be one of the things that he's going to work at. He's not leaving out lotteries and betting and those in that system, the gaming. He's going to review the framework of betting, ensure that there are reasonable gaming practices, to also protect the vulnerable, so and so forth, and promote a fair and transparent operations in the betting system, in the betting industry.
Very well. I think Mesa invite to Hase Bim. It's because today is your first time. That is why I'm me phone lines. I'm a Ghana for no winning couple. So the next time I'll open the phone lines for them. They will ask you questions and you answer them. So thanks for coming. And Ray, it's only Ghana for about bidding come.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
I hope say you best have for being near come.
Wonderful, yeah.
Nyamisha. So bye.
Thank you.
So how should I say it in Ghana?
My job.
My job.
Your my job.
Your my job. God bless you.
God bless you.
Okay. And so your my job.
Nyombo.
Yeah.
Nyombo a job.
All right. So NDC spokesperson on business and development, trade and industry, Dr. Ama, and then any coding common. Okay. Anyway, say. Silence.
Mommy,
Okay, so from Kwabno also Ajman the governor. Ochina yinsha na yenin komo why? Awa Said Mohammed eta me Chief Philip Akono and Killer Sex. Yami show bibi otie. Yami mutu so nyo kese omo ho ban mame. Said the boni bi ento. When start thinking finger na first. Aye juma dance and say hard work pays.